is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6. The 30 to the 31.
He was brought down by Andrew Thomas. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Church, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pickett back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 1st down, Church. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Pickett's throw brought in by Austin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Pickett. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On second down now, Church. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Three tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Church, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Fields. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Past the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense, his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Off play action. Pickett. He finds Austin complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Pickett. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If you don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pack the football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. T. Higgins, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Complete to Austin here over the middle.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Pickett sets up play action.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try the left side. Church. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it's the right time to make that call.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Fields trying to throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try, and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job on the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal and the weight going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
A final shot before the break. Fields slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the result of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Second and 10. Fields again. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. Room here to run. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, second down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 25 on second down. Pickett, he's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Church. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Church. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Up the middle they go. Church, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Steelers get a bit closer.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great...
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that... not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, it's Pollard, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Fields on first down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney
with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point safely through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so... opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Pickett lost it, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 15.
Pickett to throw on first down.
That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Run for Pollard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. I think the next time the offense...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. He's got room past the 30. Now he's loose again. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney. 97 yards. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Roquan Smith in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
One thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down, Fields being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Fields. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Fields now to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands here of Hardman. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Church. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Up the middle they go. Church. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he finds Austin complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back out.